What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Today I gotta talk about something heavy, cause this ain't just a weather story, it's a people story. I'm talking about Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 monster that slammed into Jamaica like a battle ram from hell. Sustained winds at 185 miles per hour. Barometric pressure dropping below 900. It wasn't just strong, it was historic. One of the most powerful storms to ever touch land in the Atlantic. But let me be clear. The real story ain't the wind speed. The real story is who got left behind and why they keep getting left behind.
The aftermath tells the story of just how powerful Melissa was. But what was it like to be in Jamaica when the storm hit?
I'm in front of my gate that. Jesus have mercy, God. Look on the road. I rode that now. I rode that people. For Berkeley, I rode that. That is the road. Have mercy, God. You will
Everybody get out of the house now.
Man, the village. What are the name again?
Gibson Close, Ward Avenue.
Gibson Close, Ward Avenue. Look, water to roof height. Fireman up here do rescue work. People get trapped in a house.
Don't buy me cover now. Everybody in that house. Oh, my God. Next house, the back of the city, I see house.
And the ground about this one next house that we can't even see.
Yeah, man, I can't see.
But you can imagine.
Oh, you are. The move out piece of them, man.
Dawn Gordon is part of a crew taking donations at the Jerk Hut on Fowler Avenue. She has family in one of the hardest hit areas in Jamaica, about 20 minutes south of Montego Bay. It's remote and devastated.
No one even knows people are existed up there. They have lost like 4 different houses just on one property. They have no food. And that's devastating. The babies has no food.
They need baby products, hygiene supplies, non-perishable foods. And people here say that's just the beginning.
We are going to need in Jamaica more than tents and houses. We're going to need counselors to go there and counsel those people who have experienced such devastation.
She says the grief among her family and friends in Jamaica is overwhelming. So many have died, and the aftermath is horrible.
The worst stories right now is the grief, the bodies that they have, even though they might get their house back, or they'll never be able to get their family back.
Doing only what they can, collecting as many supplies as they can to get to Jamaica as soon as possible.
Kingston was on edge days before landfall. Supermarkets flooded, hardware stores packed, people buying water like it was gold. Neighbors boarding up windows, cutting down branches, praying the roof over their head would still be there in the morning. And yet, even with all that prep, Melissa tore through Jamaica like it owed her money. But this wasn't just nature. This wasn't just bad luck. This was a climate chaos, supercharged by greed. And the people paying the price are the ones who ain't caused it. See, the oceans under Melissa were warmer than ever. The warmth is what fed the beast. And why were those waters so warm? Fossil fuels. Years and years of corporate greed, of nations burning coal and oil like it's oxygen. And the people profiting from that, they ain't nowhere near Jamaica. They're in skyscrapers with storm shutters, insurance policies, and private jets. But who got hit the hardest? The working people. The single mothers in the tin-roofed homes. The fishermen in Port Royal that had to abandon everything. The farmers in Blue Mountain whose crops got wiped out in one night. The shanty communities along the canals flooded out. They were not ready, not because they didn't try, but because they were not given the tools to survive. Meanwhile, in New Kingston, gated communities had generators, shutters, private contractors on standby. The rich got prepared in comfort. The poor got prepared in fear. And when that storm hit, the gap got even wider. Roofs ripped off, power lost, communication gone. Entire villages swept into silence. Roads washed away. The southwest coast, from 60 to 120 miles out, might as well have vanished. We don't even know how bad it is yet because we can't reach them. And then you look at the aftermath. You see who gets lights back first. You see who still ain't got no running water. You see who's got relief trucks coming through and who don't. I'm telling you right now, this is more than just a storm. This is a system that says if you poor, black, and Caribbean, you better learn to pray harder. Cause the world ain't coming to save you. And that ain't just wrong, that's a crime. Jamaica's been through this before. Hurricane Burrow hit just last year. But Melissa, she hit different. She was faster, stronger, deadlier. And the fact that she doubled her strength in under 24 hours, that ain't natural. That's climate destruction. That's warm water fueling a killer. R.I.C.H, a Jamaican British activist, said it best. This doesn't have to be this way. And she's right, but right now, ain't nobody listening. And I gotta say this too. As the media moves on, as the headline shifts, and as the algorithm gets bored, the people are still hurting, still hungry, and still waiting. And we haven't even mentioned the vultures yet. I'm talking about the disaster capitalists, the ones who show up not with food and water, but with contracts, clauses, and loans. They look to buy up land from people who just lost everything, turn ruined neighborhoods into high-end developments, turn fishing villages into private beaches, turn pain into profit. And if you think that's just a conspiracy, go read Naomi Klein. She wrote the playbook on this. It's called Disaster Capitalism. And Jamaica is a target. Already there's talk of cash buyouts, catastrophe bonds, $150 million to rebuild. But that's a band-aid on a bullet wound. The damage far exceeds that. And guess who pays the rest? The people. The same people who didn't cause the storm, who didn't burn the fossil fuels, who didn't run the factories, who didn't create the system that keeps them vulnerable, but who are left to clean it up anyway. And when they take these loans from the World Bank, they take on debt that comes with strings, privatization, cuts to public services, trade rules that benefit rich nations. It's neo-colonialism with a suit and tie. And Jamaica has been through this loop for decades. Rebuild, cut back, fall behind. And every time a storm hits, they start from further back. It's a cycle of struggle. And still, the people fight, the people rebuild. I see brothers and sisters in East Kingston gathering supplies, finding trucks, making trips west, neighbor helping neighbor. Because if they don't, who will? I'm here to tell you this. Jamaica is strong. But strength shouldn't be the only thing you're left with. You shouldn't have to be warriors just to drink clean water. So yeah, my prayers are with Jamaica. My love is with Jamaica. But my anger, that's for the system. For the companies that pump oil into the oceans until they boil. For the nations that profited while the islands drown. When black and brown people get covered underwater, that ain't just a storm. That's a wake-up call. But will the world answer? Or will they just refresh their timeline and keep it moving? Only time will tell, but hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.